Danielle, cinnamon rolls. Take one.
Thanks, assistant. Good morning. I'm going to be making I'm gonna call them my famous. Do you think they're famous?
World renowned.
World renowned cinnamon rolls. They're from Ambitious Kitchen. Her cinnamon rolls are the best because she uses bread flour, and so I think that makes all the difference in the world. Per Mike's request, I'm going to be making pecan pie cheesecake bars? Pecan pie cheesecake bars. So I have stuff to make that here. This is gonna be for tomorrow. Today's Christmas Eve, happy Christmas Eve! These will be for tomorrow, so I don't know that I'll get to it right now, but I'm making my cinnamon rolls to take as a gift, and I'm also making Maryland crab soup, which I've made I think only once before. I'm basically just reading a bunch of different recipes and I'm doing a hodgepodge of all of them. And I'm a really good soup maker. It's like the thing that I think if I had a restaurant it'd be soup, right? Yeah. And then I'm drinking my coffee out of my new favorite mug, which you may have seen in mine and Caitlin's gift exchange. Why go big when you can go home? You look like you want to say something.
Your hand covered the entire thing.
What are you talking about? Can't you read this? It's great. And we're drinking Noon Immunities because, as I said, Caitlin is sick and I can't
likes to kiss everybody.
She does like to kiss everybody. I can't be sick for Christmas. I can't. It'll be like the 3rd or 4th year in a row that I was sick, so I've got to pump myself full of stuff. And my sweatshirt says "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal," and it is from Brightside Boutique in Baltimore. And I look like a train probably hit me. Do I look really bad?
No.
You paused a lot. There was a lot of pausing.
I couldn't think of a snarky comeback.
You're supposed to say you look radiant.
You look like you are ready for Christmas.
Oh, do I? Okay. I think that's all I have for you. Show Barkley, because everybody likes to see him. Good morning, sweet baby.
Oh my God. Stop the camera.
My tip when you're baking is to measure things, like to weigh them in grams. I just feel like you're sure to get the results you want. So you always want to get all of your ingredients together first. Mise en place. So I'm microwaving my milk so that I can add my quick active yeast to it. I'm going to measure it with this candy thermometer because I need it to be 110 degrees. So you want it to be like warm bath water. Okay, so we're like a little over 110, which is fine. You just don't want it to be hot. Put that in there. To my stand mixer, I'm also adding a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And then on top of that, I'm gonna sprinkle on my rapid yeast. Add in my melted butter. Next, I'm gonna stir in my flour and my salt. So now I have what looks like a dough-like ball. Pop that in, pop on your dough hook. I'm gonna knead the dough on medium speed for about 8 minutes. The dough should form into a nice ball and be slightly sticky. If it's too sticky, you wanna add in a little bit more bread flour. I usually know mine's ready when it starts making like a whoop, whoop noise. It's a very technical term. She looking cute.
Yeah.
She looking real fucking cute. So that's almost finished. I'm going to well oil a bowl that will allow me to have the dough rise in here. You just want to put oil in here so the dough doesn't stick. I'm just using olive oil. So this is what you're left with, a beautiful ball of dough. And you just want to gather it. So I kind of just form it into a little bit of a circle like this, and then I drop it in the bowl with the oil, and then you want to cover it with plastic wrap. So I'm just doing that to like prevent any draft from getting to it, and then you want to place this bowl with a tea towel over top of it in an area in your home that doesn't get a lot of draft or sunlight. So for me, I'm just using an empty off oven. I'll check it in an hour. If it's doubled in size, it's ready to be rolled out and finished. If it hasn't, I'll give it an hour and a half. So this is the time that you should be making your filling and letting your butter soften. And also maybe take your cream cheese out for your frosting. Bada boom, bada bing. While my dough is rising, I am starting on my Maryland crab soup, which starts with onion, celery, and carrots. I'm gonna sweat this down until the onions are translucent and the carrots are a little bit softer. And then we're gonna add a bunch of stock. I have some fresh potato and some frozen corn and some frozen green beans just because that was easiest. Then I'm gonna add, and then we also have the Better Than Bouillon beef paste and the chicken. So we're doing half chicken, half beef. I've got some bay leaves, of course, Old Bay, you can't make crab soup without it. I have Worcestershire, and then a big jar of diced tomatoes, and then also the crab meat, which is in the fridge. In other recent developments, I fixed our dishwasher yesterday, so we don't have to get a new one. We're both very excited.
Very excited.
The most excited. Like, welcome to adulthood, where buying appliances is both fun but also terrifying, because it's like you finally realize how much appliances cost. I saw some dishwashers for $1,400.
It's, unless they're massive, it doesn't, who cares?
Right. Some of them are like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled. This is Mike's segment. He's the one who wanted to do this, but for some reason I'm the one who has to talk. What are we drinking?
We like beer.
Yeah, we do. This was given to us by Guinness.
Gingerbread spiced ale, finished in bourbon barrels.
Yum. Why are you doing the fake smile? I feel like we're faking it. It's good. Vitamita Vegemin. Do you poop out of parties? Are you unpopular? The answer to all your problems is in this little bottle. Gingerbread spice ale.
Delicious too.
It's so tasty, too. I know that whole skit, by the way. The only Guinness brewery not in Ireland is in Baltimore, Maryland, and they sometimes release really fun beers that you can only buy there. And this is one of them. And they gave one to us. Here, pour it up. Oh, that's a nice pour. Not a lot of head, just the way I like it. Okay, Merry Christmas. That is heavy. That is an ale.
It's bourbony.
It is bourbony.
It's caramelly.
I would say this is as much bourbon flavor I could handle in a beer. Anything more would be like too much.
It's sweet.
It is sweet.
And it's smooth.
It's not as spicy gingerbready as I thought it would be. And it's really pretty, like this beautiful chocolate color. I like their stuff a lot, but this one is not my favorite.
I like it.
The Winter Warmer, oh my God, so good.
I like this better than Winter Warmer.
Oh, good. See, that just goes to show you. Give us all the beer in the world. Someone in this house will drink it.
Mm-hmm. Bourbon barrels.
It's the bourbon for me that's like, brr. Although I've been drinking old fashions lately, so I don't know what's changing. You guys, guess what we found? Cosmic Crisp apples. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I've been looking for these for a month. It's the newest apple variety. I think I read it's the only apple variety actually created in Washington. I don't know if that can be true because they're known for their apples, but maybe they're just known for growing other people's apples. It took like 20 years to develop and they're finally out, and they're supposed to be a cross between like a Honeycrisp and a Granny Smith, and it's like a jack of all trades apple. You can eat it plain, you can bake with it. Mike likes a Granny Smith, I like a Honeycrisp, but I think this is gonna be better than both.
Still prefer the Granny.
This is the one that I freaking love, and it's the Guinness Brewery Winter Warmer. It's ale with added spices and vanilla. Oh, that's a cute little bottle. It's adorable. It's brewed with cinnamon, whole nutmeg, and vanilla. Our Winter Warmer is reminiscent of the seasoned baking spice on top of caramel encompassed by a solid malty base.
It's basically the same. This is the same thing without the vanilla, but
And the bourbon. Okay, here's my soup. It has made a very large amount. So in here I have my different types of stock. I have green beans, tomato, potato, corn, onion, celery, carrots. And I'm gonna let this come to a boil, and then I will add our crab meat, and I will also add some more Old Bay should we decide it needs it. Sit pretty, shake, good boy, shake, good boy. Go get crazy. My dough has doubled in size. It's a beautiful dough, baby. I'm going to flop her down onto a well-floured surface. My dishwasher's running, okay, voila. I'm gonna get some flour on my hands. and on my rolling pin. And I'm gonna roll this until it's a 9x14 rectangle. Then you wanna take softened butter. Softened butter. And you're just gonna massage it. Honey. You're gonna massage it into this dough. You wanna get comfortable with him, her. Now, she says leave a 1/4 inch on the sides. I don't play those measuring games.
So if I want you to rub me, I just gotta get you some softened butter?
Yeah, like fucking Kramer.
Put a fork in me, Jerry. I'm done.
Okay. I mean, you're not eating cinnamon rolls to be healthy, okay? Don't be puss it out.
These are definitely low carb, low fat.
Low sugar.
Low sugar.
I've hired a freelance camera guy today, guys.
Need some snacks. Hold on.
So now I have my cinnamon and brown sugar mixture. You guessed it. We're gonna just make this already healthy breakfast a little bit more healthy. Fuck it.
How do you feel about that?
I think it looks great. I would totally eat this. And then I'm gonna roll. And because I did it not facing me, like you would wanna roll toward or away from you, I'm gonna do it from the side. And you wanna get as tight of a roll as you can. And the reason for really flouring your surface well is so that the dough doesn't stick to your countertop or whatever you're using. So I just do like as tight as I can get it, a little at a time. So then I'm kind of like smashing in the ends a little bit. And because the ends won't have as even a filling, I'm gonna cut off like a 1/4 inch on both sides. Okay, so I'm gonna cover these again with plastic wrap and a towel and let them rise for another 30 to 45 minutes, and then you can bake them. Okay, so this, I've already added a bunch in, but this was 1 pound of claw meat, Maryland crab claw meat, and 1 pound of jumbo lump crab meat. And I'm just adding it to the soup.
Hey, why don't you just do all of it?
I mean, what else am I gonna do with it? Fuck it, it's the holidays. But you know, like I'm gonna get every morsel because this is
Dip the bowl in.
the most, actually you're a genius.
I know I am.
This is the most expensive soup I've ever made. It's really hot, honey.
I don't think it needs anything.
You don't think so? You think it's good as is?
That's true.
Why are you eating it if it's so hot?
Because it's so good.
But is it tasty?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
You don't think it needs anything?
I don't think it needs more Old Bay because it might be too hot.
Okay, that's it for today. Merry Christmas Eve. Mike is packing up the cooler.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
So thanks for hanging out in the kitchen all day. What time is it? It is
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. We are on our way to my dad's house. I've made soup. I've made cinnamon rolls for tomorrow for them. I hope you guys are having a great day. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I don't know when you're gonna see us again. I'm taking some time off. That's all I know. If I do anything fun, maybe I'll show it, maybe I won't. I'm really looking forward to not having to do anything for a few days. Okay, that's it. That's our cue. We gotta go. Happy holidays. See you soon. Merry, merry, happy, happy, prosperous New Year. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Barkley, say bye. Say Merry Christmas.